Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Playlist. It's Friday, so that means it's time for me to share the games I've been playing during the week with you guys. Now, this week I haven't been able to have a lot of time to play games, just been really busy with work. But are two games that I have spent a little bit of time playing, and I will share those with you, give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them. Of course, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the games I share. I'd also like to hear what games you guys have been playing because you guys have been giving me great ideas on games to check out. I really appreciate everyone who shares the games in detail, what they're playing, what they're like, and you guys telling me about them, and it really gets me excited for those games you guys talk about. And so I really appreciate that. I also look forward to anyone that has any recommendations on a game you think I should check out because you guys have recommended some great games in the past that I'm trying to keep an eye out for and looking forward to checking out. So if you do have recommendations, let me know. But we'll get started here this week. I've just got two games to share with you guys I've been playing. First one here's for Nintendo Switch, and it's one that I play whenever I ride the bus to work or on the bus home from work, and just occasionally when I'm laying in bed and relaxing. And that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which this has quickly become one of my favorite Mario Kart games of all time. Absolutely love this game. The graphics on it are amazing. This was originally released on the Wii U, but I'm glad that they ported it to the Nintendo Switch because the Wii U was not a huge success for Nintendo. Even though it did sell a lot of copies, it's still there was a lot of people who missed out on some great games, and by them putting it on the Switch, it got into the hands of a lot of gamers who might have missed it because they never owned a Wii U and never played it. So definitely worth checking out. One thing I'd really like about the Switch version is that you get all the DLC that was released for the Wii U, which you originally had to pay for. I think it was like maybe $10 for the 2 packs. Those are included. This which gives you the Link. You also get Isabelle from Animal Crossing, the Splatoon, the Inkling boy and girl. You get to play as them, and then it also added some new tracks too, which are really cool. There was a Hyrule track, all kinds of neat stuff like that. So that was something that's really great about the Switch version. So you have all that content with it. And I mentioned before, the only thing I didn't like compared from the Wii U version to the Switch version is that all their drivers are unlocked in the Switch version at the start of the game, where in the Wii U one, I remember you had to actually unlock a few of the drivers. However, there is still stuff to unlock in the game, which I do like because that always gives me an incentive to keep playing. And in the races, you earn coins, and when you earn enough coins, you unlock stuff in the game, which you can unlock other carts or bikes, and you also can unlock wheels and you can unlock gliders, and those three thing combinations actually affects how the cart races, how its performance is, how does it grip, does it better for drifting and turning, is it better for speed, that kind of thing, and it really does affect how you play, and you can adjust to your play style of how you play Mario Kart. And that's something I really like. Huge variety of characters to choose from. Though you got all your classics from the Mario universe. Plus, you have some bonus characters. You also can race as Mii's, which is cool. So you can put yourself in the game. As long as you have your Mii avatar on your Switch, you can actually race as that person. This also has amiibo support. So if you scan an amiibo, you can make your Mii characters wear like a Mario costume or a Yoshi costume or something. So that's pretty cool. I do so like that they revamped the battle system because the battle system for the Wii U version was not that great. Pretty much was you were battling on a racetrack, the normal racetracks, which those aren't built for battling; they're built for racing. So I know a lot of people hated that. So they went back and created arenas specifically for battle mode because I used to love playing the battle mode, especially in the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 days. I used to play couch co-op with myself and three friends, and we would always just battle each other trying to be the victor. And so it's really cool. They also added some new modes to that. Of course, this has your different difficulty settings like the previous ones with the CC. So 50cc, 100, 150, 200, and then mirror mode. And of course, the higher CC you go, the higher difficult the game is. I just got done finished beating all the tracks, got a gold and the 3 stars on all the tracks in the game on 50cc, and now I'm starting on 100cc, and I've got a few of those beat with gold. So eventually, I'd like to get through and complete everything in this entire game and unlock everything 100%. Just because these are one of those games that you can pick up and play for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you can just put it down and don't have to have a lot of thinking in the game. And it's not something you have to be super involved in to get enjoyment out of it. So I really like it. If you guys have never played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you got to Switch, pick up yourself a copy. If you like the Mario Kart games, you will definitely enjoy this. It has a lot of great content to keep you busy for hours. You also can play this online, which is really cool. Just be warned, there's a lot of people who play online are really, really good at the game. And so you definitely want to have a good, be really good and skilled if you want to start playing online, especially if you want to be real competitive and get into the leaderboards and all that kind of thing, which I'm not into, just, enjoy playing this for fun. But if you're into that competitiveness, there is that competitive scene for Mario Kart 8 online. So definitely give Mario Kart 8 Deluxe a chance and check it out if you're a fan of Mario Kart and you like those games, you'll definitely enjoy this one. And the other one I've been playing for Xbox One is Mass Effect Andromeda, which this is the fourth game in the Mass Effect series. This one actually takes place 600 years after the original trilogy. The start of the game, they launched the ships between Mass Effect 2 and 3, and the whole premise is this: is they want to expand humanity and the other alien races into a new galaxy and build new homes and stuff there. And so they send these colony ships with people that are in cryosleep out to this Andromeda to start a new life. And it takes them 600 years to get there. And the whole initiative is about that they charted this area. I don't know how, they use their technology or whatever. And like, oh, there's going to be these great golden worlds, as they call them, and we're gonna pick different ones and we're gonna terraform them and make them use for humans and the aliens that are in the universe. And it'll be great. We'll create a new society out there and everything will go great. Of course, once they get out there, things don't always go as planned. And of course, if everything went all hunky-dory, it wouldn't make a very interesting story for the game. But so you play as a character. His last name is Ryder, which you can change the first name, but they always refer to you as Ryder. And it's actually a brother and sister duo, and you can play as either the brother or the sister. So you can play as the male or female, and you can play as the default characters that the game has created for you, or you can actually go into the custom character creation, and you can change their face, their eyes, the eyebrows, facial features, color, everything, eyes, and make the character unique to yourself. And you can also do that for your sister. And then another thing I didn't mention last time is that you actually your characters have your dad in the game, and if you want him to look like you, can tell that to the game, which will make them look resemble to you and your sister, so that it actually resembles you, and there's some family resemblance in there, which I did that. So it's really cool that your father character that's in the game actually looks like the character that you get to play as, which is neat. I got a lot of hours into this game already, and it's really fun. I do have to let you know, though, that when you first start up the game, for the first several hours, you actually can't just save it on your own. The game actually auto saves because you're in like a big mission thing. Very first mission starts out, you go onto this very first planet, and then some stuff that happens. Eventually, you'll get to this area called the Nexus, and once you get free roaming in that area, you can actually start saving whenever you want to, and you don't have to rely on the checkpoint system, which they do have great checkpoints. So I do have to let you guys know that's really good. Now, I had heard bad things about this in the past, and I mentioned it last week that people, said there wasn't any kind of like story in it at all, which was a lie. And I don't know why people said that. That does have the great story. There is multiplayer, but it's like a co-op multiplayer, which I haven't checked out yet. But really fun game, really enjoying the story. I like the combat and everything. I have had a few buddies tell me that this game had a lot of issues when it was first released years ago, and that I've been playing it because it's got all the however many patches they've released for it. I have in the game, and for me the game runs smoothly. But I guess the characters look kind of ugly, and the animations were bad, and there were a lot of glitches and stuff and graphical problems with the release of this game, and it actually caused EA to close the studio that made this. That's my one buddy, Cat's Game, was telling me about that. So that kind of sucks. But definitely, if you were on the fence and you weren't sure about the game, you like the Mass Effect series, give this one a try. Definitely, I haven't noticed any issues now since there's patches for it, which is kind of an issue. With modern games, like you get a new game out there and then it's always filled with bugs and glitches, and it makes you just want to wait a couple weeks, a months, maybe even a year or two before you actually dive into one of these games where they have all the bugs and stuff patched and fixed. But definitely is a great game now. I like the voice acting in the game. I think it's done really well. I like the voice actors they chose for characters. They fit really well. And then just overall, I'm having fun with the game. I like the combat. you can play. You have different classifications, so you can specify in a different one, and then you level up with RPG mechanics, just like you do in the previous Mass Effects game. And so you can put that in different things. Like you can have bionics, and use like kind of power stuff, or you could be heavy in combat, or be a healer or something like that, which I really like. You also have NPC characters that travel with you, and you can actually upgrade them as well and use their abilities to help you when you fight in combat, which I do like the combat in the game. Variety of different weapons to choose from. You got different handguns, you got shotguns, you got sniper rifles. They even have um, melee weapons. So you can actually use that if you get people get up real close to you. You actually can fight them off because you don't want to get overwhelmed by people. The difficulty in this, you have different difficulty settings. The higher difficulty you play, and the more difficult the game is, obviously. And you definitely have to be careful. You can't just like a Rambo guy and just run out there into enemies, because you will die real quickly and have to start over from the last time you saved or the checkpoint. That's great. So you guys get a little bit of the story. Like there's these pathfinders, and that's what your family is part of, and it has to do with trying to explore these new worlds and set up things for humanity. Of course, things don't go as planned, and you guys actually run into a new alien race called a Ket, which become very hostile right as you meet them, and you don't understand why. There's also some other ancient alien civilization technology left behind that the Ket are investigating, and you're also trying to investigate. So that's really cool. Game is loaded with the main quest that you can go through, but there's also a lot of side stuff you can do, and the different quests, you can do different things, have different outcomes in the quest, whether it's a good ending, maybe it's a bad ending to the quest, and you can find out different side quests to do throughout the world. And what's really cool too is eventually you do get your own ship, and you can actually start exploring the galaxy and going to different worlds and planets, and you can mine for ore and stuff and use that to level up your character, level up your ship and everything. So that's another aspect I really like, is being able to explore this new space. And I like that you can just play it at your own pace, go from one place to another. You can do side missions, and you can do the main quest. So I've done quite a few side missions. I like to do all the side missions I can, then progress the main story, then get more side stuff and keep doing that, and have fun with it. Because I do know there's like a point of no return at some point in the game later on, that if you get to a certain point, you can't go back and complete any of the side quests. If you don't do them at that time, the area is locked out, and then you just can't complete those side quests. So there is that to do, but I have a lot of fun with it. Definitely think you guys should give it a try if you're a fan of the Mass Effect game, especially if you played the original trilogy. Give Mass Effect Andromeda a try. It's very cheap now. I got the this one from GameStop for like $7.50, but they had a sale on the digital version that came with extra content for only $10. So I bought that one, and I've been really enjoying the game. So let me go your guys' thoughts on this. Of course, we'll do our quick little recap. I talked about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, great game for the Nintendo Switch, wonderful port of the Wii U Mario Kart game. It's one of my favorite Mario Kart games now of all time. Just love all the content, and I'm really hoping that they just put as much thought and effort into Mario Kart 9 whenever we get that game released. But this is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're a big fan of Mario Kart and you own a Switch. Get yourself a copy of Mario Kart 8. It's really good. And then we also talked about Mass Effect Andromeda, which this is a great game in the Mass Effect series. Got a lot of hate, but I'm really enjoying the game, and I definitely would say, give it a try for yourself and see how you like it. It's got RPG elements, does have a pretty interesting story. You got a lot of side quests to do along with the main mission. You can level up, play as different kinds of specialty characters in the game, and it's just overall a really fun game that I think you guys should check out. So let me know your guys' thoughts if you played either two of these games, what you thought of them, what you liked, but maybe you didn't like about them. I'd also like to hear what games you guys have been playing lately, and if you have any recommendations on a title you think I should check out, let me know, as you guys always recommend really fun titles. I want to thank you for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and sleepy. We'll see you guys next time.